We have got some absolutely monumental transfer news to talk about. We've made a hell of a lot of money. We've sold some players that I didn't particularly want to sell, but the money was just too good to turn down. We've invested where we could. I think we've been pretty smart, pretty shrewd in the transfer window, but have we improved the squad or have we regressed? It is the 6th of August 2028 and we are just about to kick off a brand new season. Already Villa off to an absolute flyer, and which I find funny, beat Manchester United 3-0, which leaves them bottom of the league, which is always nice to see. But first of all, on the competitions, they want us to avoid relegation. We're more than happy to do that. Well, we say that. We're more than happy if we comfortably do it. I don't want to be stuck down the bottom end of the table and end up just fighting for our lives again. Off my mid-table, I'd absolutely bite your hand off. And in both the domestic cup competitions, they would like us to be competitive across the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, where in the Carabao we've already been drawn at home against Fulham. So let's just see how we can get on this year. I would love to make a final at some point, but it's probably not going to happen. But the finances for the football club in a really good place. We've got an overall balance now of £45 million. Don't forget, this was horrific last year. We've sold a lot of players, brought some money back into the football club, and our projection is still rather healthy indeed. And that's just bearing in mind, if we don't get to a cup final, if we have a higher league finish, if we could somehow massively achieve a Conference League or a Europa League or something like that, we could find ourselves then really in profit. But so far, I think regarding the finances, we've done a grand job to turn this football club round. But anyway, let's now have a look at some of the ins and outs, and there are some big names to talk about. So we have got one more deal we are waiting to be completed. We've offered Evanilson out on loan to Everton. They wouldn't pay the money. Our board wanted £23.5 million. They wasn't going to give us that. They offered us 7. So we've just gone for next best thing. If we can get him off our wages, he's not really going to feature too for us. He's been a little bit hit and miss. I think it's about time we moved him on, and he also is out of contract at the end of the season. So after this loan spell, if it goes through, we will then be able to part ways with Evanilson and get him off our wages, because he's on £170,000 a week. That is absolutely ludicrous. We need that gone. Massive amounts of money. With that being said, I've kept Joel Davis at the football club. We've brought the 18-year-old up, who was on crew last year, done fairly well, massively rated, or highly rated. He's going to get some minutes this year for us. I think that'll be some good business. He's on big money. Get that off the books, and then we'll bring in Joel Davis, who's on £6,000 a week. So yeah, I think that's good for business. But anyway, let's have a look at the completed transfers. On the outs, Matai Jurasek has gone to Real Betis for £17.25 million. Not really going to be needed. Didn't really do too much for us. We have told Tyler Adams £28 million to West Ham. 30 years of age. He was good for us. Done a really good job. Had a decent season. Well, decent past few seasons for us. But I thought £28 million. He was on £70,000 a week. Shrewd bit of business to get him gone. And the other players, we've sold Antoine Semenyo. Chelsea coming with an offer of £70 million plus another £10 million in add-ons. I felt it was just too good to turn down. The board didn't accept the offer. I pondered it for a while, and I just thought, let's get him gone. Last year, 10 goals, 2 assists from the ward area is not really too great. His average rating was below a 7. He was on 100 grand a week. We've moved him on, and at 29 years of age, going towards 30, I thought it was a good time to move him on and get that sort of money for him. Tom Cole's gone. Kurt Zuma's gone to Torino for 750k. We've sold Henry Blanc, or Blanc, however you want to pronounce it, to Borussia Mönchengladbach for just £15 million. He was rated okay, nothing too special. More wages back in the football club. Logan's gone. If Eiffel's gone, Doa's gone out on loan, and then we sold Harrison, Murray, Campbell as well, another defender. He was on loan last year to West Ham, didn't really do too much for them. Potential ability of 4 stars, but to get offered that sort of money for a player who's not really going to feature too much for us, I thought it was a bit of a no-brainer. But on the ins, we started off early buying people. We've welcomed in now Paulson, coming on a free transfer. We know this was confirmed. The 19-year-old is in. 6'6", man. I'm hoping he's going to get a few minutes in the tank as well across the season. But we are going to have a Krupi leading the line, so we welcome in Paulson. We've brought in Jack Gray £12.5 million. Centre back, 6'5", 18 years of age, and it's a big deal for us. £12.5 million from Aberdeen. He's highly rated. Well, he's only got 2 stars at ability, 4-star potential, but we've managed to get him for relatively cheap on the wages. So I'm excited to bring in Jack Gray to the football club. Another centre back, we bring in from Ajax in Jeffrey Abma. 18 years of age, 6'2". Like I said, he didn't really cost us too much. £6.5 million, £12,000 a week, and he's got a 5-star potential. So what's not to like about this? And 2.5 stars of current ability. But I think he's going to be a really good player for us. He can play left side of centre back and also anywhere pretty much down the left hand side. Next player is Matthew Martin. Was classed by our scouts. Martin? No, I'm lying. Matthew Marth even. Scouts said he was a wonder kid. We brought him in, and he doesn't seem much like a wonder kid to me looking at this now, so I think the scouts may have got this one slightly wrong, but he costs $11.25 million. Does offer us a little bit of cover in the middle of the midfield, deep line playmaker, ball in midfielder, and another player, £37,000 a week. We've managed to massively reduce our wage budget completely. We've brought in Razvan I was about to say Nasty then. Razvan Nastasi from Craiova. £3.7 million in total. 19 years of age. Can play anywhere on the left, right and centre of the attacking midfield on a measly £22,000 a week. And I thought it was a good bit of business. Another player that was highly rated by our scouts. So I'm excited to see what this kid can offer. Already got 3.5 stars of current ability. Classed as a decent Premier League player. And he could go anything up to an actual leading Premier League player. We have got a release clause on him. £85 million. If somebody wants to meet that clause, happy days. And the last 3 players brought in. Morton, of course, we know more. And he's already been confirmed now into the football club. And with a few centre-halves leaving, I wanted a few centre-halves and a couple of defensive midfielders leaving. We've bought in Ibrahima Bamba from Leicester, £21.5 million. Really well-rounded, 6 foot, real engine, workhorse on him. Was relegated with Leicester last year. We've got him in. He's on £100,000 a week, but he's exactly what we need since we did lose Tyler Adams in the middle of the park. So Ibrahima Bamba coming in. I'm sure he'll do a good job for us. And the last player on the list is Seko Kone from Manchester United. £12.5 million. I thought it was a good bit of business. He wasn't really featuring for them at all. Good young player. £27,000 a week. And the scouts rate him as he could be a decent Premier League player. But he's going to be used as a squad player. If we need him, we should be able to call upon Kone. But that's our transfers all done. We've made a lot of money. So you can see just here from the start or the end of June. Spent 36.5, made £104 million. And then 116 spent across the course of last season till the 6th of June. But we've managed to bring in 135, so we're running very much in the green at the moment, which is ideal. But with our opening to the season now, Forest at home, followed up by Crystal Palace away from home. We've had a good pre-season. We've done really well. We have picked up a couple of annoying injuries, but this is game day. Let's have a look at our squad now for the opener to the season. We can see we haven't got Paulson available. Has picked up a knock. Correa just back from international duty. Krupi also back. Just got back from international due to a few tired legs out there. But our team is Ernst in goal, Yudasek on wing back left, Abma and Taylor at centre half, Tobias on the right hand side, Morton and Bamba in the middle of that midfield, Zeben on the left, Santana now being retrained in that cam role centrally, Sinistera still on the right, and unfortunately Even Ilson up front. We haven't. I've got Joel Davis. Not going to risk him. I was going to put Paulson in. We can't because he's picked up a bit of a knock. So we need to. We've got Even Ilson. He's still our player. He hasn't accepted Everton just yet. So we are going to have him for this game. Can he leave us on a high? Really, I shouldn't play him because if he gets injured. Now I've said that. He's coming out. Creepy can't start. I'm going to put Joel Davis, the youngster, up top. I'm not risking Even Ilson because he picks up a knock for 3 or 4 months. We're stuck with a player on massive wages there, aren't we? So we're going to do that. We are going to let Joel Davis have a debut up front for us. Are we actually training now? We are pressing forward attack. But he looks decent. Done well last year. The shooting could be better, but his final third of movement's good. His quickness is very, very good as well. So keep an eye on Joel Davis. We'll see what he can do. Obviously, I'd much rather put in Paulson. not available yet. But anyway, Nottingham Forest setting up in a 4-2-3-1. Got a good team. They've got Rooney, Badri on the right, Joe Bellingham up top for some reason, Gibbs White, Basuma, Yates. They've still got Milenkovic, Oleina. They've got Onana in goals. So it's going to be a tough start to the season for us. Can we get off to a fantastic start? It's a new look team, relatively. Let's just get that new start to the season going, get a bit of a bounce in our step, and hopefully 3 points. Joel Davies getting us underway today. Let's hope for a quick start, and I thought Joel Davies was about to get a little opening goal after a few seconds, which would have been absolutely superb for us. A debut goal for the youngster. Definitely give us some food for thought early on in the campaign, but put it back in. You'd a sec. Nice start though. Let's not forget we've got some new defenders out there now. We're trying to get a new partnership built, and it's a great start. 5 minutes in, nice play from the left hand side, and we snare ourselves into a cheeky 1-0 lead. With Quiet and the away fan straight down. Zeben does absolutely superb. Pulls it across. Maybe it could have been a goal there for Santana, but we don't care. Sinistera's at the back stick. 1-0. Just the start we wanted to this campaign. Let's just keep defending well. I think it will take a bit of time for our new centre half, Abma, to get it to get up to speed. Maybe Bamba to get up to speed in midfield as well. So it's go on, Tobias. Strike it, son. Just past the post. Early signs are looking very, very good indeed. Approaching the 20-minute mark of this game. I think it's only right. Tell the boys they're doing an absolutely superb job. I wouldn't mind getting a second goal. Give us that bit of breathing room. Sinistera puts it in. Taylor can't get there first. Joel Davies is there. He's causing a few problems up top, the youngster. He's getting a chance up front. You know, I did say he was going to get a few minutes. See what he can do. Abma having a decent game, looking composed. But I think it's crucial to get these young players game time. If you don't, yeah, they might make a few mistakes. If you don't give them game time, then unfortunately they're not going to improve, are they? So, got to be offside. Free kick. He was offside. Yeah, if you don't give them minutes, they're not going to improve. And so they're going to get time for us. That's the good thing about being Bournemouth manager. We've got a lot of good young players we can throw in, get them some game time, improve them on and off the field, and maybe even turn a big fat nice profit in the long run. So Tobias, poor game. We're going to bring on Darman there. I'm not risking a yellow card. Yeah, get off the field. Davies, I think we will leave you up front. So he's looking delighted. So let's leave him on. Let's give him another 15-20 minutes. We have got the option of bringing on, what's his face now? Cone Doherty as well. I'm not throwing on Krupa. He's looking a little bit jaded. He will need a rest after that brief international break he's had. But looks like Nottingham Forest are starting to come back into this game now. Oleina, get it away. We've done well to clear the ball. Guindo, let's stop the cross. Cut it back in. It's cleared this time. Zeben's there. Can use his pace. Look how quick he is. Zeben driving forward. Santana. Absolutely terrible shot from Santana. We are going to make a change now. And we're going to bring on... Who have we got? I'm going to bring on... Can Nastasi play in that role very well? I can't remember now. Nastasi is not ideal in there. What about... Can Sinistera go centrally? He can't either really. Zeben. Can we do? If I go to take him out, same putting Krupp, but he's tired. Matthew Marth. Not really suited to it, but he has got good flair. I think we'll have a look at this now. We're going to get Marth in for Santana. Give him a little bit of game time in there, the youngster. See what he can do in that cam role. It's not his most fluid position. But let's see how he takes to the game now. See what he can get going. But Darman, no cross, Darman. Do well. That is absolutely criminal. We almost get punished. Zeben now. We need to try and get our foot back on the ball if we can. And it was a great chance there for Sinistera. We are going to demand a little bit more. Abma not having a great game. Let's bring on the youngster in Jack Gray. Give him a bit of a run out. Nice. I'm really enjoying getting these young lads out on the field. Morton. Looking a little bit jaded. I don't know who we can really bring on. No one at the moment because we've put Marth into there. So, but here we go. Oleana coming forward. Gibbs White. Job's there. Puts it back. It's a good save, Ernst. We need to try and wake ourselves up a little bit now. We look a little bit lapsed. A little bit laboured. Demand a little bit more. I think we're going to have to change something there. Morton very, very tired indeed. So Marth drop back in for Morton. Morton then come out. Joel Davies can play in there. We'll drop Joel Davies back. And we'll get on then Doherty up front. We know he's a decent finisher. If we can get him an opportunity. So far 1-0. Oh, don't fucking do that. My God, big save. It'd be nice to get off to a really, really good start. 3 points on the board would be ideal. I thought that was going in. But these are starting to turn the screw a little bit now. Let's drop back into a balanced mentality. Not long to go now. Not long. I'd happily take a 1-0 win. And Doherty's injured. And we have no substitutions left now. So Sinistera there. And that is not ideal for us. Not ideal at all. Another injury. Not good. Is there going to be a late sting in the tail now? Hopefully not. Because, well, we don't want to... Come on, game. It's going to piss me off, that is now, if they score. Down to 10 men, fucking diddled at the death. Go on, done well to clear the ball back. Get it back, get it back. Flicked on. Davies does well. Put the pressure on Davies. Almost nicked in. Danilo, we win it back. Give the ball away straight a fucking way again. Danilo crossed it in. Cleared by Jurasek. It is out for a corner. Defend now. Defend well. Praise the boys. And then, what else can we do? We're going to try and play for some set pieces. Just try and kill this game off now if we can. We've got no substitutions left. There's 2.5 minutes to play. Do not give the ball away. Ernst, Gray, Marth, Zeben on the ball. Out to Sinistera. Darman's there. Chance to get down the right hand side. Sinistera does fantastically. Pull it back. Darman's there. Darman, chance there to put the game well and truly to bed. Waste the time. Run the clock down. Let's get these 3 points. Can the fans see us home? Jurasek taking his sweet time. Delivers it in and it's 2-0. Caleb Taylor rises above everybody, puts the game now beyond any doubt. It's a great corner. We took our time. There was an alert to the danger. We get up, and that is 2-0. Praise the boys. Get across the line now. There's literally just seconds to go. Come on, referee, blow that whistle. Clean sheet, 3 points. Absolutely superb. And there it is. 3 points early on. Just what we wanted. Much the better team. They did have more of the ball than us, but... That's what happens with the Gegenpress. It's not about possession. Fantastic result. Always great to get off to a winning start to the campaign. Doherty, out for a while. Not ideal at all. Zeben, come here, son. Come here. Give you a big sloppy wet kiss. Puts us into a nice start to the season. Doherty out. Davis on the bench. But in this squad, you will notice now, we've got a fair few options, which is nice to have. We never really had them options last year. So it's just nice to know if we get injuries or bans or whatever, we have got players that can step in and do a really, really good job for us. Jeffrey Abma, not too happy with him. Terrible start to his campaign, 6.5. Maybe, just maybe, if we can get rid of Evan Ilson and may look to loan in one more centre defender. Then again, we've got Correa, who's back now, will be fit soon. So maybe we can bring him into centre half and see what he can do. It's food for thought. But anyway, we've got Crystal Palace in 6 days' time. Could we dream of 6 points from 6? It'll be bloody ideal. So we're back for the second game of the episode now. We're away at Crystal Palace. They did draw their opening game away at Newcastle by 2 goals each. So it's going to be a tough ask to get a result here. If you offer me a point, I'll probably take it. But on to transfer news shortly. Evan Ilson rejected the loan offer from Everton. Not ideal. Really wanted to move him out of this football club. But on the ins, Tobias Palacio, we're looking at the centre half. It's £8 million up front and £31 million in total. We put some instalments on there. Sort of £6 million, I think. I don't know. There's instalments on it anyway. But I don't know if that's a little bit too much money. I may even cancel it and look to bring in a cheaper option on a short-term, well, a season-long loan. So I'm not really too happy with what we're seeing on there regarding the figures involved. We have got a player that's wanted, Oscar, now wanted by Wolves. Will we get a transfer offer in? It would be really, really ideal for us. Zeben, wanted by Lille on loan. That's not going to happen. And Tobias is still wanted by Saudi Arabian team Al Hilal. Evan Ilson is still wanted. We still can't seem to get any offers. We're just not getting the money we want for him. They're offering us silly money, like £7-8 million. We just can't seem to get him off our book. Let's just try and get him out on loan somewhere else. But without that, we can't really do much about it now. We have to just plod on, see if we get some offers for these players. Evan Ilson, I think Paulson's back. Go on the bench for Davis, but Krupi's actually also fit, so we could then bring in Krupi into that position, which is really going to help us, and maybe leave Evan-Nilsson up top, potentially. Paulson, do we get the big lad on? Not a white Crystal Palace. Not going to happen. We'll leave him in. And anybody down here I want to get on the bench. Correa, I want him on the bench for Gray. So Correa is back. Abba, he's trying to put in Bamba, but if you take out Bamba, you have to put in. We could put in Konas. What's the star right? Oh no. We'll leave Bamba in centre midfield. Abma then can come out for Correa, which does improve us defensively. So that's going to be our team to take on Crystal Palace. They're in a 4-2-3-1. They've still got some really, really good players. I'm surprised they've still got Eze and Mateta, and they've still got Gay as well. So they've got a decent squad. But there's our squad. Ernst in goal. Jurasek on the left. Tobias on the right. Carrera back in centre defence with Taylor. Morton and Bamba in the middle of the park. And the Zebra on the left. Sinistera on the right. Krupi in that cam role with Evan-Nilsson leading the line. I think we're going to have to just put up and shut up. He's not going to leave by the look of it. So we'll have to make use of his services. Maybe we can get... I don't know. Let's just not shut down all hope. If we can get rid of Evan-Nilsson, we'll get rid of Oscar as well. Load of wages back in the football club, and I just want them gone. They're on a lot of money, and they're not really living up to any sort of expectations. But Evan-Nilsson, if you can get us some goals today, put in a good few performances over the next few weeks and months, we may just keep you around to the end of the contract. But we'll see. We'll see you get on. Let's kick this bad boy off now. Tobias, I don't care if you're tired, you're playing. We need you on the field. But let's be under no illusions, guys. This is a very, very difficult ask today away at Crystal Palace. Can we get a result? It would be ideal. But we're underway here at Selhurst Park. We're going to need to be at our best defensively today if we are going to get anything out of this game. And hopefully Krupi can come back with a vengeance, because he's got the quality. We've got some real... I thought that was an opener. How didn't that go in? I thought it could be another fast start then for us. But here come Palace. Sarr burning the pitch up down the right hand side. Great defending. Jurasek does well. Oh, we get it clear just about. Krupi now. Chance out to Zeba. Dancing. Krupi. Jurasek's there. It's a lovely little interchange of play. And it's 1-0. Krupi back in the team and back in the goals. A great start. 3 minutes into the game. And we're knocking it around nicely. It's great interchange of play. Jurasek finds Morton. Morton just smashed it across. Krupi gets a couple of slices of luck there, a couple of deflections, and it pops into a 1-0 lead. But we don't want to get too carried away. These are a really good team, and they're quite capable of getting themselves back into the tie. But love to see Krupi back in the mix. He's one of my favourite players here at the football club. I reckon he's going to go on to be a real superstar. We may even get a shitload of money from him in the future. But here goes Jurasek, having a much better season this year. Get there first, Correa does. I thought he was stood there just waiting to be tackled. Tobias down the right, drives forward. Can he dig out across? Bamba's there. Morton, great interchange. That is some terrific football. These lads are absolutely gelling beautifully together. Beautifully. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It's like bloody beans on toast. It's going superb. Correa stepping up to win the ball. Zeben at the moment is really doing well on his left hand side. And it was, oh my God. What are we seeing today? What are we seeing? We're witnessing a real masterclass, which means we're going to get an injury or a red card. When things are going too well, if shit just goes wrong, then out of absolutely nothing. But now Crystal Palace offered nothing all game. We need to be alive to the danger. Well, it's not a fucking penalty, is it, you cheating bastard? Gonna say. No, it wasn't even a foul. They were just bloody caught each other's bloody heel. By the look of it, outside the box clearly. Referee desperate to try and get these bastards back in the game. Defend well, keep an eye on Gay in the box, especially from dead ball situations. But Crystal Palace starting to make their way back into the game. But Ernst equal to it there. Equal to it. Are we going to have to demand a tad more? If the next attack's theirs, we will. But we're almost at half time. We've got a late corner. Morton delivers it in. Cleared away. Morton gets a second bite at it. Cleared again. Jurasek, who's been a pain down the left-hand side for him, and Sinistera could have made up for what's been a pretty poor first half for both our wingers by the look of it. We may make some changes down the left and the right-hand side, but we'll see. Zeben sorted out. So I thought he was playing well. I guess he's not playing well. I don't want to be hasty in making changes just yet. Jurasek looking a little bit jaded. We're not going to make any changes though. We're going to give it to the hour mark. See exactly how we're getting on there. If they score, we'll still keep running the same stuff until we get to 60 minutes. Then look to make some changes. But I want to see a nice positive performance now in the second half from our wingers if we can get it. I'm not going to be showing taking people off. Even Ilson, you are not filling me with absolute delight, pal. You should have been doing a lot more. Zebran is going to have to come out. They're an absolute shocking game. Zebran out. We can then switch up. I don't know. Zebran out. We have got Nastasi. Is he better on the right? Doesn't really matter. So we'll keep it as it is there. Even Ilson, out you come. We're getting on the youngster. Debut now for Poulsen. The 6'6". I believe he's, I don't even know, is he Danish, Norwegian, I think he's from the Faroe Islands, I think he was. I'm sure he's from the Faroe Islands. In fact, on that note, we know he's massive. We want to put floaty crosses in for him because he's an absolute tank in the box. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do. But it's nice to see our centre-halves mixing it up, which is great, great, great to see. We've got no more wingers to bring on, so Sinistera, you'll be staying on the pitch. Jurasek out to Nastasi. Get a floaty ball in the box for our new man. Bamba! Oh, could have been a nice goal for him. Yes, take off Jurasek. He's knackered. Picked up a slight knock. Thought we were going to get a goal then for Bamba. Open his account finally. Not finally. He's only played 2 games. Just get his account open nice and early. Decent start. We're still pressing. I think that second goal for us would be a game winner if we can get it now. But it's Crystal Palace with the ball at their feet. We're battling to win it back. Putting some pressure on all across the field. Decore bringing the ball out. So Boyas does well. Sinistero should have been fouled. He wasn't. They're knocking it around nice. There's a bit of space on the right hand side for Martinez. Good tackle. It's 1-1. Against the run of play. Jack Brown finds an equaliser. Gutted. Martinez was tackled by Darmin. Does well. Decore cheeky back heel. Martinez. Bamba doesn't get across, doesn't do his defensive responsibilities, and we find ourselves at 1-1, and there could be a late twist in this game. We could end up losing it. If you offer me a draw now, absolutely taking it. Bamba, a little bit tired. We're going to get on Kone. Sinistera, we have got the option then of Marf, who can play on the right-hand side, but he's not great at it, I don't think. Let's run this on a second there. Marf can play down the right, got a little bit of pace, good flair, dribbling's good, crossing not particularly great, but as an inside forward it doesn't really matter. So Sinistera out, going to get on the youngster of we can't. All that deliberation and we ain't doing shit. Just going into added on time now. Is there going to be one more opportunity? Closing stages. Don't do it to me now. Don't do it now. Get the ball clear. Get it clear, get it clear, and there goes the full-time whistle. We go to Crystal Palace, we go to Selhurst Park. It was the better team. We was the better team. We should have won the game, but I'm saying to the boys, please, really, really good performance. They didn't deserve a goal. They got one. They fought back for it, but an opening to the new campaign. 2 games played, 4 points on the board. Very, very nice. If we can keep this sort of stuff up, we could be on to a real winner and get ourselves... Fucking hell. Get ourselves away from the relegation zone nice and early. And that's a piss tip because he wasn't even injured. He wasn't injured. Yes. He was fine. He was fine. Not even an orange knock. But apparently 2 to 3 weeks. So there goes our left back. Just what we needed. Jurasek out. We have got Darman and we've got Soler. So we have got options to bring on. I'm going to have a little bit of a jig around, I think, for the next game, Arsenal. But of course, now I'm going to carry on into the season. And I'll just bring you back at a relevant point. I'm not going to come back too early. I want to plod a fair amount, plod my way a fair few games into the season, see how we get on, see where we are, and we'll come back whenever I see fit, guys. But yeah, really, really bold start to the competition. We've got a lot to look forward to. Can we just secure our survival really, really nice and early, and maybe have a decent cup run as well? And we may have a few transfers or two to talk about when we come back on the next episode. But a bold start, and that Premier League table definitely makes for fantastic reading. It's a bold start to a brand new season here at Bournemouth. I don't think we could have asked for much more. I thought we was going to end up maybe getting 1 win, 1 loss, or maybe a couple of draws, and we managed to get 4 points out of 6. Not too shabby. We've got a really, really young team, Well, in fact, it's not all young. We've got a nice mix, but there's a lot of young players about the football club. They're only going to improve with all the minutes they keep getting in the tank. And I think we're definitely on the right footing here at Bournemouth now to start going this way up the league table. But hold that thought. We don't want to get carried away. It's early on in the season, very, very early. It could all go dramatically wrong. But the signs are very, very positive indeed. So I'll bring you back in due course for the next episode. Make sure to give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves. FM Raid is out of here.